And we're sitting with Philip Morgan and Julie Lyons. We are at Kenan's Mill. The Kenan's Music at the Mill that's coming up is presented by the Selma Dallas Historical Preservation Society. And I wanted to kind of get an idea of what it's all about and why we're doing it. Julie, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Tell us what we're doing and what's it for? What's the whole purpose?
Okay, great. Well, Kenan's Mill is one of the properties that the Preservation Society owns and operates, and it is also just one of those special places that Dallas County people have grown up with. The mill's been here since 1864.
Wow. Yeah.
And so it has literally been here almost as long as the history around here. It was here when the Battle of Selma was fought.
Right.
And they came right down this road, right past the mill on their way into Selma. So it's always been a historical place that people have known about, but unfortunately, in the past 20 years, we've had to kind of keep it protected.
Right.
So we keep it locked up unless we have events. And over the past few years with COVID and all the things going on in the world, it has not been open to the public, and we really want to get it back open again so this younger generation can come enjoy it, learn about it, hang out here, and it become a special place for them as well, just like it was for their parents and grandparents. And so we really thought, what would be something that we could do? Get people out on a Saturday, come down here, kick around. So music on the mill, everybody loves music. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, and hopefully it'll be a little cooler.
Yeah.
And so we just want you to come out. We're going to have kids games. We're going to have, the property open. The guys that help us with the mill have been working really hard for several weeks trying to get the mill operational so people can see how that mechanical part works and what it's all about. And also we're going to have great entertainment. So that's always good. We'll have food, and we tell people bring a chair, bring a picnic. Kids are free.
No, they're not.
That's true, they're not, but they're free for this event.
Okay, there you go.
And so we just want people to come out here, explore, hang out in the woods, go play in the creek if they want to, go across the swinging bridge, go in the mill, and just enjoy.
Get together and enjoy each other and enjoy
Absolutely.
And now we didn't tell them what weekend it is, though. Let's tell them what Saturday.
Okay, the dates, the information is October 14th, Saturday. So it's the second Saturday of this month. It's from 10 to 2. The gates will open at 10, so come on in, and we'll, like I said, have all the entertainment. We'll have drinks, and we're working on a food vendor, so we'll have snacks and stuff. But we tell people if you want to, just bring a picnic. So it'll be an inexpensive family outing. Anybody can afford it. Come stay for an hour or stay for the whole time.
Yeah.
And, make it your own.
And Philip, tell us about the music. What we're going to hear. One of my favorite local musicians, by the way.
Well, thank you, Todd. You're going to hear some good classic rock music.
All right.
We do lots of music from the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and even 80s. And mixed in a little country music with that.
Good deal.
All of us in the band were born and raised in Selma. Charlie World, guitar player. He was born and raised in Selma. Of course, I was born and raised in Selma. And Bill Steele, as far as I know, was born and raised in Selma. And Mike Saunders was born and raised in Selma. So we're all getting together, for this event. We played together back during the summer for an event downtown Selma. They had I think about 8 bands down there, and it was a good turnout. People seemed to enjoy us. So Julie asked us if we get together and play this event, and I said, sure. So we all talked about it and said, we'll go. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll be playing music from 10 to 4. 10 to 2. That's
10 to 2, yeah.
We just want people to come out and kick up the hills and have some fun.
Sounds like a lot of fun. What do they need to do to get out here? And I mean, there's a cost involved? I mean, because you said children are free, so obviously adults.
$5 for adults. Kids 12 and under are free. And really the money is...
Giving away free children's books.
Yes, we're
Oh,
giving
yeah,
away
that's
free
free
children
children.
at the end of the event.
Don't have a kid, come get your free kid.
There you go.
And basically the $5 charge is to pay for the light bill at the end of the day.
Right.
And so really, you know, it's just a community event. We wanted people to enjoy a sense of place about this place.
Right.
Because this belongs to everybody in Dallas
Right.
County.
It's our history.
It's our history, and we're just the caretakers.
Right.
And we want people to come out and see that we're taking good care of it.
And you know, well, a lot of things. I don't think a lot of people realize that you're talking about the road, and they march down the road. That used to be Summerfield Road.
Yes.
And that was the bridge for Summerfield Road. So
Absolutely.
This was majorly traveled by anybody that was going north and south. Really.
Yeah.
And there's so much history here. Let's talk a little bit about too what the Historical Society does. A lot of people may not realize.
It's the Selma Dallas County Historic Preservation Society.
Right.
It's a mouthful. But we are basically in the caretakers and the people who are interested in preserving our history so that future generations can know about it. We have this property, we have Heritage Village in town, in the historic district, and we also work hard to provide information for people. We do everything from answer genealogy questions to help people research their houses to, you know, just general historical knowledge.
Right.
We try to teach people after the tornado don't throw away your old windows,
Right.
how you can
Yeah.
preserve those, how to take care of your buildings, kind of people if you need to get in contact to do restoration.
And proper restoration.
Yeah.
Because if you want to remain on the historical register, there are certain procedures that you must follow or you lose that designation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we want to hold on to that because Selma still has one of the largest historic districts in the state of Alabama.
Right. And we
We're
don't
one
wanna
of the oldest cities in the state of Alabama, and people look at stuff and they think if it's not been painted in 30 years, they can't save it. But that's not true because they built houses differently back then,
Very much so.
and they built them to last for generations. And a lot of times, just sweat equity
Right.
will bring a building back to life, and a little bit of effort, and then you have a solid house for the next 50 to 100 years.
Right.
And I tell people, you know, it's a lot easier to fix up something that was really good to start with than to try to put money into something that wasn't of much value to begin with. So that's kind of, you know, our approach with that. But it's not just buildings, it's history, it's
Yes.
places like this.
But it's also the stories behind the places.
Absolutely.
And the stories behind the people that lived in the places and worked in the places.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to lose any of that. It's
Yeah.
so important.
And that's what connects the community. Cool thing about Kenan's Mill, the Kenan family has been here since the 1820s, and so they are a solid part of this community, like Philip's family.
Yeah.
Philip's family was involved in the settling of, he was one of the original founders of the city of Selma.
You don't even look a day over about 20. I know it. Wow. But that's so cool to have that much family history in an area.
Absolutely.
That is really. Have you been able to research any of your family? Know much about it?
Well, yeah, I have, but it goes on, like I said, all the way back to about the early 1800s. but
Wow. And there's a lot of folks in town that have history like that.
Yes.
And not only, you want to preserve that, but in a more modern sense, I also want to mention the fact that the Historical Society wants to open this up as a venue for events. Not just this event that we're holding ourselves or the society's holding, but weddings and parties and
Yeah,
get-togethers.
we want to
So,
show it off
right.
so people realize it's a beautiful spot, and we're available for rent for weddings, private parties, photograph sessions for
Yeah, yeah.
photographers. So all you have to do is go to our website, historicselma.org, and you'll be able to look at the information about rentals if you're interested. But people don't know to rent it if they don't know it's here.
Right.
So step one is opening back up and letting people come down here and learning about it for themselves and connecting to it for themselves. So that's what we hope 14th will do. And I've talked to a lot of different people who said, I used to go down there as a kid.
Yeah.
My children have never been there.
Well, let's
So
change
they're
that.
planning on coming down.
Good deal.
And so I think we'll have a good crowd. And, you know, because like Philip said, when you walk down here, it's like stepping back in time.
It is.
Because it really has not changed that much.
Right.
And we've tried to preserve the feeling of it. And so, you know, the memories just flood when you come down here. And we'd love for people to tell us their stories.
Yeah.
If you got photographs, bring your photographs. We'd love to see them.
That would be nice.
Create, you know, a bigger web page that shows all the things that Kenan's Mill has been involved in the people in this area for so long. So,
Fantastic. That's October 14th,
October 14th.
10 to 2.
Yep.
Philip, what's the name of the group?
Rams.
How about
Ramshackle.
There you go,
It looks like it says Ramshack Lib, but it's actually Ramshackle. That's why I hesitated. So it's Ramshackle.
Ramshackle. They'll
Yep.
be playing 10 to 2. We'll be open 10 to 2, and hopefully everybody come down and have a good time.
Absolutely. Come on down.
Thank y'all both for spending some time today.
All right.
Thank you, Ty. Thank you.
We'll
very
see you
much.
at Kenan's Mill October 14th.
Sounds good.
I'm Todd Prater, Black Belt News Network. Check us out at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.